Come spend the day with me today, Friday, July 31st. Nothing fancy, just a simple day to remind you how good it feels to enjoy what's right in front of you. Okay, guys, 10 a.m. I'm here at Walmart. Gonna go in and do a little bit of grocery shopping. Gonna try to keep it between $80 to $100, depending on what I need. It does fluctuate from week to week at times, but here, again, kind of show you what I get. Come join me inside. Wow. Okay. Follow me in here. Just wanted to get you back on camera, get back on camera because it is one beautiful today. Rained here all week. Today's gorgeous. I think with the heat index, it's going to be a little over 90, but gorgeous morning. Blue skies, you can't ask for better. All right, join me inside. Got to pick up some dog food for my little ones. Usually I go with the Iams. Not usually, but this is what they get. Iams for dry food. So I go with the Iams for the dry food for my little guys, and eventually I'll introduce you to them. And then for the wet food, I go with the Pedigree. I'll get a couple of cans. They're good on the biscuits, so we're all set on that. So now we're picking up the Pedigree. I usually get just a couple of cans, and they like the beef. So here we go. I like my almond milk. So we're looking for Chobani. Usually go with 20 grams protein Chobani. We're going to hit up some eggs. I usually go with the egg one best because it is best. I'm going to go with the 12. So far, what I have in my cart is, let's see, so I picked up some Paper Plates, some Gatorade, Zero. I don't know about you guys, but it looks like for some reason these bottles are getting a lot thinner and smaller. The price is the same or goes up. Anyway, that, and then I have 6 gallons of water. Usually it'll last me almost the whole week. For a little carb boost, I go with the Quakers. Usually the chocolate I like. And when they have them in the bags, I like the mini chocolates as well, but I don't see them. I haven't seen them in like at least a month and a half, 2 months. So I'll go with two of these guys here. Go with the Folgers, which is like what, $1 million a little can here. No, honestly, it's almost $8. So I've also got a kick for the sourdough bread here, which is really good. A little pricey, I think. Everything's pretty much pricey today. I usually just get one, and I think I'm going to just stick with one. Go-to is the raw honey. I go with the Great Value. In the same aisle, I'll look for strawberry jelly. And then I'll go with the Skippy Creamy, the natural Skippy Creamy. Perfect. I have my sweet tooth still. We're going to go with the Pop-Tart strawberries. I like to keep a couple of pouches of tuna at home. I do have several there, so every time I come, I'll pick up a few of these for now. Every so often, I like to get the jasmine rice, and I do have a few at home, so I'm going to skip on this. Next on the list is the ready pasta. I usually buy around 3 of these and do use them for the week. So, next on my list is the Hershey Special Dark. Okay, there you have it. Got my groceries. I did go over a little bit. I would say I went up about 141. It's because I needed a few other supplies, but pretty much got everything I needed. When we get home, I'll kind of just lay out my my go-to and my staples for the week. And right now we're gonna close this up, and then we're gonna head to the car wash. Okay, we're back home. It's around 11:30. Just going to show you pretty much my staples for the week. Obviously, I do have other things in the cupboard and in the fridge, but I'm going to show you what I have on the counter here. I have my chicken lean beef. I know I got my sweet tooth, and I have my Pop-Tarts. I got my rice cakes, my grapes, obviously, peanut butter and jelly. I like my raw honey, obviously the sourdough in the back, special dark chocolate, spring mix. I need my cheddar. I usually do that with the eggs and the chopped spinach on that end there. A little bit of Star-Kissed tuna, and I also have more in the fridge, same pouch. A couple of Gatorade go-tos, my pastas, mix it in for some of the carbs. My almond milk, obviously I use that in some of my put-togethers for protein and stuff, and then also for my morning coffee. Avocados for that good fat, usually mix that in with my eggs. Chobani, I like using that for my nighttime catch-up on protein. If I'm lacking a little, I mix that with some protein powder. Obviously, again, my eggs. So this is pretty much my go-to. And then again, I do have other stuff. So that's some of my go-to that I have lined up there on the kitchen counter. So I'm going to put that away, and then I'm going to get ready, make a protein drink, and a little like this morning. Usually I have eggs and all other stuff, but for this morning, it's just going to be a good protein drink, maybe a scoop and a half of my Dimetaz ISO 100. And then I'll take a little bit of my creatine. I'll show you I usually do about 5 grams. Along with that, I'll do L-carnitine and arginine. I'll take a potassium, and then obviously hydrate with water and head over to the gym. So we'll see you there. So I do about a scoop and a half, and about 6 to 7 ounces of water. So this morning I'll do about a scoop and a half. And I'm going to head over to the gym. I'm not going to bring you guys inside today. Got to warm up on that. There's several people in there, so got to feel a little comfortable. And then as I get into the rhythm of my routine and start to see some sort of development, I'll start bringing you guys in and kind of show you a little where I'm at. So anyway, let me show you what's on the counter and what I'm going to take, and then maybe you can walk with me to the gym. And it's my go-to here is the Body Tech. I like that creatine monohydrate. So I go with that, and I do about 5 grams, which is pretty much the scoop. And then I pretty much just down that. I don't mix it with water, and then I use my drink to get it down. And then I just take a potassium pill right now, and then, like I said, the L-arginine and an L-carnitine, and I'll get a workout in. All right, heading over to the gym. It's only a few minutes, so instead of driving, I just pack my little gym bag and then just walk over. Man, it got hot out here. Like I said, it's around 3, actually like 3:30 right now in the afternoon. It's gorgeous. Today's I took 3 days off. I'm still having problems with my left shoulder. It's all these injuries that I'm going through. But yeah, little issue with the left shoulder, working through it. It's one of those rotocuff injuries that you get. It's the battle wounds. So anyway, gonna head over here, get about a 40-minute in. It's gonna be pull. Gonna do some arms, a little bit of back today. May add some legs in, very light. Again, I'm going pretty light. Those heavy days are over. But yeah, eventually I'll take you in there, show you my routine. We'll go through it. But for now, kind of baby steps here. So, all right, I'm just about there at the clubhouse. You can check out one of my shorts, kind of give you a little environment view inside. But all right, catch you on the way out. Going to get a workout in and see you in a bit. All right, workout's complete. Put in about 55 minutes. I did, like I said, pull. So that was all sets of dumbbells using the cables, push downs for the heads of the tries. Then for the backs, I used the hammer strength, lat down, and what's the other one? The pull downs and then the lat rows, dumbbell rows, traps. Pretty much again, I went light, put 55 minutes in, and then I did 2 sets of, I don't know how many reps, but I break it up for the for my abs on the ab machine, and that's it. That concludes today's workout. So I'm going to go home now and going to put a meal together. I'll show you what it looks like before I eat it. See you in a bit. Okay, it was a hell of a day. Spent a couple of hours on the phone with my old boss discussing a few things, and then obviously there's family. So a few hours of that. Winding down. It is a little late. Did get my meal together. I'm going to show you what it is. Let me flip this around and I'll show you what I got. Okay, the meal we have here is chicken breast. I shredded it, and in total you got about 512 calories. I think 25 in carbs. I got a sweet potato in there, some grape sweet tomatoes, obviously 6.5 grams of chicken, and then we got the spring mix, and then I also added in some balsamic vinaigrette, maybe a little over two tablespoons on that, so it's more than a serve and a half. So in total, just to give you an idea, again, it's 512 calories, give or take, 25 grams of carbs, 17 grams of fat, and then 64 grams of protein. Decent meal. I'm going to sit down, see if I can find a movie, and then eat this up. So we'll catch up in a bit. Okay, we're going to call it a night here. I'm going to show you my last meal. For reference, I use MyFitnessPal, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of it. I use the free version, and I use the Google Health watch, and it does synchronize. So I get stuff tracked there, and then also on MyFitnessPal. Just started using MyFitnessPal again to cover the macros and trying to figure out where I should be and how to drop this weight. So that'll take a couple more weeks, and then I could just target that. So let me just show you what I have here in front of me. I did do 2.5 servings of Chobani. I did a serving and a half of the peanut butter Skippy, creamy. And then I did another half scoop of the Isodimetaz, if you want to look back just to see what those products look like. I'm sure you're aware of it. So let me turn this around and I'll show you what I got. So again, we have the peanut butter, the Chobani, and then also the Isodimetaz, the protein powder, half scoop and a half peanut butter, and then 2.5 scoops of Chobani. I'm going to mix that up, and then I'll show you, and I'll give you the calorie count or the macros. Okay, there you have it. After I mixed it up, it takes a little while to mix. The texture is unbelievable. I can't explain or describe how good this tastes. It's just phenomenal. I'm going to give you the breakdown on the macros of this. It's 33 grams of carbs, 28 grams of fat, and 71 grams of protein. Total in calories is like 648. I'm going to have this in a little bit, and then for my total carbs for the day, looking at 62 grams, 46 grams of fat, and 170 grams of protein. So there you have the breakdown of that last meal. I gave you the total, my macros. By no means I've met my goal yet. Like I said, I come in at about 197. I like to do at least a gram of protein. And I'm still fooling around with the ratio for the carbs, fat, and then protein itself. So more to come on that. So I'm just going to close this up. It's a little bit of a long video. I hope you liked it. Again, let me know if you like this content. I'm gonna put out more like this, but more in detail as we progress. Until next time, be safe, be healthy, be happy. Live in the moment, my friends. We all know that life is short and it's damn precious. To 100 years, Chantani. God bless.